Okay, here's a recap of the fluency from today if you missed any of them. So my first problem was 1/6 times 18. So the first thing I'm going to do is put it all in one line. That's the same as 1 times 18 over 6. And then I'm going to look at what do 18 and 6 have in common, because 18 can be divided by 6. So 18 divided by 6 is 3. Now I just multiply across. 1 times 3 equals 3. And there's your answer. Okay, the next one, 5/6 times 18. So we're going to do it the same way. I'm going to put it all on one line, 5 times 18 on the top, all over 6. And I'm going to look at this and see what do 18 and 6 have in common. And it's still the same. 18 and 6 can be, 18 can be divided by 6 3 times. 5 times 3 equals 15. So there's your answer for that one. Okay, 1/8 times 16. So my first step is to get the numerators on the same line. 1 times 16 over 8. And then I'm going to look at my 16, I'm going to look at my 8, and I know that 16 can be divided by 8. So I'm going to do that, and it is 2 times. Then I just multiply across. 1 times 2 is 2, and that's your answer. Okay, 2/3 times 15, same process as before. I'm going to put my 2 and my 15 on one line. That is all over 3. Now I'm going to look and see what does my denominator have in common with a numerator, and I see 3 goes into 15, so I'm going to choose those two as the ones I'm going to simplify. And it goes in 5 times. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And I just multiply across. 2 times 5 equals 10. Okay, last one, 20 times 3/4. First thing is get this all on one line. 20 times 3 over 4. Now earlier I was simplifying the 4 with the number up here, but 4 doesn't divide into 3, so I'm going to look at my other number. 4 does go into 20, so those two are going to be the one I simplify, and 20 divided by 4 equals 5. Now multiply. 5 times 3 equals 15. There's your answers to the fluency for today. Okay, these are the converting measurements. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at 1/3 of a yard equals feet equals inches. So I'm seeing how many feet are in a yard. I'm looking at those numbers. 1/3 is given to me, so that's why 1/3 is here. And I know that there are 3 feet in 1 yard, so I'm timesing it, multiplying it by 3. So 1 times 3 is 3, or I could just simplify 3 divided by 3 is 1. Then I'm just multiplying 1 times 1, which equals 1. So 1/3 of a yard is the same as 1 foot, and I know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot. So that's the second part of my answer. Okay, this one, 2/3 of an hour equals how many minutes? Well, I have my fraction right here, 2/3. How are hours and minutes related? What is my number? 1 hour equals how many minutes? And I know that 2/3 times 60 minutes in an hour will give me 2/3 of an hour. So the first thing I'm going to do is write it all on one line. 2 times 60 over 3. Now I'm going to look and see. Well, 3 doesn't have anything in common with 2, so 3 does have something in common with 60. And if you don't remember, you can't figure out what 60 divided by 3 is, don't forget our strategy. The 0 you can always add on later. So if I just do 6 divided by 3, I know that's 2, and then add on my 0. So when I simplify that, 60 divided by 3 equals 20. Now I just multiply across. 2 times 20 equals 40 minutes. And that's your answer, 40 minutes. Okay, this one is the last one. 3/4 of a year is how many months? Here's my fraction, 3/4. How many months are in a year? And that will be my whole number. So 3/4 times 12, because there are 12 months in a year. Now get it all written on one line. 3 times 12 over 4. 4 doesn't have anything in common with 3, but it does with 12. So I'm going to do 12 divided by 4, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. Now multiply across. 3 times 3 is 9. So you have 3/4 of a year equals 9 months.